Hello? There she is.
Here I am. How are you?
Good, thanks. Why are there two of you?
Remember I told you my computer microphone isn't working?
Okay.
So this is basically how I've been having to do Zoom calls for a while, is I'm going to actually shut off my camera on here and just keep my camera on here. So I can use my computer to do the screen share or whatever, and then you could hear me through the phone.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds good. I mean, you can't even tell that it's not through the computer.
Yeah. That, like I said, it's I don't know what glitchy situation happened with my microphone. Like I can hear through the computer,
Right.
but you can't hear me for some bizarre reason, and I don't know what it is.
Oh.
And I have to go figure it out. I'm just hoping that they don't tell me that, sorry, it's never going to work again. You need to get a new laptop because everything else is fine.
Wow. Yeah. Well, so there's only going to be a few of us this week. I'm going to have to put this on hold, I think, for a week or two, because I take care of this a little autistic boy at work. And one of the people on our team quit. And there was only 3 of us, and the other guy works more weekends. So now I've been having to pick up all of her shifts, and they know at work that I want to do my own thing. And so, but I mean, you know, he's in a foster home, so she really needs us to do this. So they basically said, we really need you to cover until we find somebody. So they're looking to hire someone else, but it might be a couple weeks. So I thought I was cutting back to like 12 hours a week, and now I'm doing full time. So,
and just kidding.
Right. So it's been kind of crazy because I haven't been able to put any time into this because I've been having to work. So
makes sense.
Yeah. But so we've got 4 people, so 5 of us all together that should be on tonight. I reminded everybody, everyone says that they're coming, so hopefully we'll have at least the 5 of us. So
yeah, you know, that whole fun thing.
Yeah, I know.
People everybody in some type of network marketing, or
pardon me?
What industries is everybody in? Is everybody in network marketing, or is it just like all over the place?
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head because it's been really crazy. So you'll have to wait and see, I guess.
No, I was just curious.
Yeah. No, I mean, they're all internet marketing, but I don't know if it's all MLM.
Okay.
But everybody is definitely doing the internet marketing thing. So, but we'll find out shortly, won't we?
Yeah, for sure. So where exactly are you located again?
I'm in Ontario, Canada.
Okay. And
yourself?
I hate to be that person, but I was like, you said like a boat, and I was like, oh, she's in Canada.
I didn't say a boat.
But you know what? I'm from Brooklyn, and usually, and people are even like, wow, your Brooklyn accent is like toned down. I was like, well, you know, I lived in multiple places. Like I lived in Florida for like 7 years, 8 years, and I lived in Arizona with my master's out there, and like Spanish is my first language. But like, I mean, depends on the situation. If I get like heated or something, like my Brooklyn accent just comes out.
Oh,
but there's certain words where I'm like talk, walk, you know, chocolate, water, and people like,
oh yeah, I heard it with the chocolate there.
Yeah. So just like that's how I heard the boat, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's funny.
Certain words.
About. That sounds different to you? About. That's what we say, about.
Yeah, I would say about.
About. Okay, yeah, that's not. We would say about.
We also like swallow the T on some words. Like
yeah.
T, like what?
See, I always hear Americans say that Canadians say about, and it's like, no, we don't. We say about. Not a boot, about.
Really?
Now we do say a lot. That I definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it fits with so many things. You know, I don't know how anybody else doesn't live with the word a, because it works so often.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the
It
perfect
does.
word for accentuating things. But anyway, so why don't
I
we
usually
go
use
ahead and try
some bad word for that.
with that?
I usually use bad words to accentuate anything. Like that's a New York thing. I use like the F word like a comma.
You're funny.
I again, I've toned that down, being more professional and things like that. I
Right,
use
right.
the best not terms to Taylor, but I definitely it's in there.
That's hilarious. Well, I
I
have
was
to
also a
admit,
bartender for a really long time, so they didn't really care how you spoke.
that's funny. I gotta admit, I've been using that word a little bit myself this week. It's been
Oh,
a
I can
stressful
totally
week. And
I can. So what's your 9 to 5? Like, what's your real job? Like you
well,
said,
yeah,
autistic kid.
I take care of this little boy. So
Mhm.
I'm a home caregiver.
Oh, okay.
And so he's got autism and severe Downs.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, yeah. And his real mom gave him up. So he's in a foster home. And so he's got to have kind of around the clock care, like with her, and then she has therapists and she has us coming in and everything as well. And so that's why, like I said, this other girl quit. And it is a really tough position, because
Yeah.
you got to keep him amused and there's not a lot we can do. But I love him. I love him immensely. I mean, he's just such an amazing little kid. But I am looking forward to really cutting back with it because it's
Yeah, of
it's a
course.
hard job.
That's a lot. Like
It really is.
anybody that does that type of I tip my hat to you because it takes a certain kind of person to be able to do something like that.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank
I
you.
am not that kind of person.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think I am either, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
she's like, honestly,
I really want out.
like truth is almost nothing, neither am I. No, but I mean, like for
Why don't we
instance,
go ahead and try this? Because other people might be hopping on shortly.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
so I guess I have to make you an admin,
Yeah, you have to make me
a host.
mhm.
Okay, you're the host.
And so you made me the host. You can also just make me the co-host.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine. Nobody else is going to be sharing tonight anyways.
Okay, no,
Right.
but I'm like, because if you have the thing for did you make yourself the co-host?
No, I already made you the host, so I don't think I have any powers
Right.
now.
So will people be coming in? Because like when I have my Zoom calls, I have
Okay.
have to let you in. So if I'm the
Yeah,
host, then I
yeah.
have to. So let me just hold on.
Make
So
me
what we're
host
gonna do-
again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make you the host, and then just make me the co-host, and let's make sure that it's the right one that's co-host.
Is it the one that where I can see your moving, or the picture? Just the still.
The one without the volume is the one that I need to be the co-host.
I think the volume's coming from where I can see you, isn't it? Or is it the still pic? Okay.
The still picture is the one where you can hear me.
Okay, so make host.
So
I don't see make co-host. I just see make host. Ask for video to start, chat, pin, hide non, make. I don't see make co-host as an option.
Okay. I mean, so you could just make me the host again. It's not
Okay. Yeah, that's weird. It's no co-host option there.
that is weird. Okay, so
Maybe if you see co-host on there, you can make me the co-host.
yeah. Oh, what did I do? Ah, what did I do? Oh goodness. Don't mind me. I speak and I start making noises and funny things like this. So
Love it. A woman that expresses herself.
Oh yeah, it's pretty intense. So give me 1 second. So that's so weird. I don't know. Because it says the host disabled participating screen share, but I didn't do that.
I didn't disable anything that I know of.
Right.
Okay, so it's just popping up saying that you're the host.
Yeah, there we go. Can you see my screen?
Yes, now I can.
All right.
Okay, good.
So while we're doing that, I'll see if I can.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't make you the co-host. It's so weird. Maybe because it's your, I don't know. That's bizarre.
I've never heard of the co-host before, but I'm not.
I have.
Have you?
I'll stop the share right now since we don't need it right now.
Okay, I'm just gonna hop over into Facebook and or Messenger and see if anybody else has answered or anything. No.
I also sent you a Facebook so you could disregard that.
Oh. You sent me a
But I was just like, are we still meeting? Because we had said it and then we didn't like reconfirm. So I was like, oh crap. I'm
Yeah,
usually really
answered that. I answered that. I did answer that.
Oh, okay. So I don't know.
Okay, so I hope other people show up. People are. That's the thing too, right? Is that even with my threat of charging people $30 for the next event, there's still every night I've still had people not show.
Yeah. And what I realized what happened with me last time is that even though we had said 8 o'clock, you sent me the link for 3 o'clock.
For 3 o'clock.
Yeah, you sent me the link for the 3 o'clock one, which is why the 8 o'clock.
What I did. Okay.
Because I went back and I was like, that's so weird, because I'm actually like, I was totally like, okay, I'm not paying $30 for missing this, even though I was super excited to like, you know what I mean? I was like, this sounds great. This is a great idea. Because a friend of mine, like, she did some type of networking like this as well. And I was like, this is awesome. Can you hear me still?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. Because my screen went blank on my phone. And I was like, oh, this sounds like something that she did as well. And she was like, yeah, it was really cool. And I was like, oh, this is great. I'm super excited. So I didn't really go back and check. And then I like went back and checked the email and I was like, oh, it was the 3 o'clock one that she sent.
Oh.
But we had 8 o'clock. So not, like I said, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. So that's
now because now we actually have a chance to chat and meet, and we're not just Facebook people.
Absolutely. So that was one that your friend is somebody who's come to one of my events so far?
No, she's actually one of my sorority sisters from college, and she was in Avon years and years and years ago. So she's been in network marketing and MLM for a long time, and she did something like this when she ended up joining my team, and she started doing something like this. So like with some people in like Washington, and like because she lives in Washington State. And like she said, it was great because you get to like meet people and let people know like what they're doing, and just if you get a customer or you get a referral, like I work with essential services. Everyone I know and everyone uses these services, like internet, cell phone, TV, gas, electricity.
Right.
Like these aren't random things that like like there's some things like people that have like don't want to get life insurance or don't feel like they need a financial advisor. There's certain services that people don't need, but these are things that everybody uses, so she was like, it really worked out well because she got some customers out of it, you know what I mean? Awesome. So when you approached me, I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, hell yeah, I'll do that. Sure.
That's great. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I really need to hear that, to be honest with you, because, like I said in my thing, the doubts start coming, right? And it's like, oh, is this really something people are going to want?
Right now, High Eagle Sandoval is coming in, so I'll meet them.
Perfect.
All right, rocking and rolling. Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hello.
He's on mute. Hi, William, you're on mute.
I'm going slow motion.
There he is. How are you doing, my friend? Good to meet ya.
I'm alive and well again today.
That's always a good thing, eh? Well, welcome. William, Ariane, is that how you pronounce your name, Ariane?
Ariane.
Ariane, oh, I love that. That's so pretty.
Thank
And
you. I had
Ariane,
a joke.
William. So
Hi,
we're
William.
Nice to meet you.
still expecting 2 more people. Yeah, there should be 5 of us tonight altogether. So any moment. I was just explaining to Ariane, William, that I might actually have to pause this for a couple of weeks because with work, they've called me in to cover for somebody. So I had planned to be focusing on this full time, and that's just not happening right now for a couple more weeks. So, which is, I think, why we don't have a full room tonight as well, unfortunately. So, but we'll get there, right?
Got to keep working it.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Yeah. Yeah, I am getting a really good response. So I used to run several years ago in my old life. I ran a community speed networking event.
Okay.
And I did that for 2 years. It just started as a normal networking event. But there's always so many challenges with networking, you know, trying to get yourself into a conversation, especially if you're not really extroverted and stuff.
It's awkward.
Right? And or trying to extricate yourself from a conversation when you get stuck in sometime with somebody who's just talking. And so I was actually watching a movie one night, and there was a woman who went to a speed dating event, and I was like, that would work for networking. So I started a speed networking event, and I had people set up an assembly line around the periphery of the room with the outer chairs. After 6 minutes, the bell would ring and they would move down one. And so you'd meet a whole bunch of people. And so, yeah, so thank you. It worked really, really well. And so now that I'm getting back, because of life, and I was in an accident and all kinds of things happened over since 2016. My mom got sick, and so we were taking care of her, and then she passed and stuff. But so now I'm really getting getting back into it and just rebuilding from scratch, and trying to get over all the noise and the internet, so I thought, so last week was it, I guess I came up with this idea. I thought,
it's a great idea.
Yeah, thank you. I hope so. I hope we get some support, because the way I should wait until people come on to talk about this, but the way that I see it is, if we can get enough people with this engaged, and maybe even offer a membership or something. And I thought if everybody booked maybe even 3 or 4 meetings a month, no more than 4 meetings a month, because we don't want all the same people all the time, right? But then you would see some of the same people sometimes, so you would get to be known and seen, and just, I don't know, I love the idea. So
when you approached me to jump on, I was like, that sounds like a brilliant idea. Like, I even mentioned it to my business partner, my accountability partner as well. I was like, yeah, I'm so excited to be doing this like speed networking situation on Tuesday, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I think it's such a brilliant idea, especially since, like, things are opening up, but things are shutting, down. Like, now they've like mandated in New York that you have to be vaccinated if you want to go inside places. Like, if you want to go to the gym or inside restaurant, like de Blasio just said this, and it's like, so a lot of people aren't feeling that situation. But like, I've been living my best hermit life since this whole pandemic started. Like, I'm pretty much like, I go outside like if I have to, which is probably not that good because I'm going to end up becoming agoraphobic. But, at the end of the day, this is how people are networking now, So I think that's such a great idea, because one of the things that I miss the most, because I'm a real estate investor too, like, I miss networking. I miss going to networking events, and you're absolutely right. Like, going to networking events, it could be awkward. Like, like you walk up to people and be like, hey, so who are you?
Yeah.
Give me your elevator pitch, or like if it's a group and you're kind of like,
Old boys club a lot of times too, right? So
yeah, like it's intimidating. Like I was that person who'd be like, let me see how many business cards I could get, but
so we're not gonna wait around too much for people. I said in the email that we want to start on time, but we'll wait for a couple minutes. Nobody has messaged me and said that they aren't coming, but we'll give it a couple more minutes. What about you? What about you, William? Where are you from? I mean, we should be waiting for this, but it's kind of informal with only a few of us. We got a little bit more time anyway. So where are you from, William? I think you're muted.
yeah, he is.
Sorry, guys, I got distracted by the phone call.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, no. Is that somebody coming in?
No,
No.
that's me.
So
Well,
where are you from, William?
I'm sorry?
Where are you from? Carrie was asking.
Oh, I was born in Colorado, and I've lived in Taos, New Mexico for the past 16 years.
Wow, great. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to wait because I'm kind of anal when it comes to being on time. To be honest. My kids hate it because I end up being like really early all the time. But so what I want to do is start first with just kind of explaining the concept and how it will work and my vision for it. And then we will have 5 minutes each. We'll give it 5 minutes tonight. It's normally 3 minutes. The way it will be is everybody will have in the room will have 3 minutes to talk about themselves first. You know, we want to know about people because people buy from those that they know, like, and trust. So 3 minutes each to talk about ourselves and, you know, who we are and where we live and if we have family and all that kind of thing. And then we would go around and have another 3 minutes to talk about our business. And then after that, we would do some draws, some prize giveaways. I'm also giving everybody a free set of wireless Bluetooth earbuds just for attending. They are free. You just have to pay for the shipping and the taxes. So it's $19.95 if you want to claim them. But they are premium $200 earbuds. And if you do claim them, they arrive within 7 to 10 days. But you have to live in the States to claim those. So that's just kind of my thank you for showing up here tonight. And then when we get enough people coming, and I'd like some feedback on this maybe from you guys, what I want to do, if I'm kind of struggling with it because I don't know if it'll spot people out or not, but I don't think so. I think we're all, you know, big boys and girls and we can handle the pressure. But what I'm thinking is that after the person does the after everybody does their 3 minute commercial, that we'll all take a vote on the one that we liked the best, and who wins is going to get another it'll be there's several different prizes that I'm going to put on the table for that. One of them would be a spotlight like you're doing tonight, Ariane, and then, you know, maybe I've got a free leads program that I can give to people. So we'll vote on the one we like best. What do you guys think of that idea?
I think that's a brilliant idea. As long as with that, maybe along, like people can maybe give some feedback as to maybe some tweaks that might be able to make their presentation or something better.
Yep, yep, absolutely. So I'm definitely looking for ideas. So the big thing is as well, once again, we've got enough people in the room. I'm really going to be a stickler on people. Like, I got my timer. I'm really going to be a stickler on people sticking to their 3 minutes, because, you know, sometimes some people can run on forever. So it'll be 3 minutes. And then after, so me too. So it'll be the 3 minutes about yourself, 3 minutes about your business. Then we'll do the vote. Then we'll do a draw for another prize. And then we'll pretty much wrap it up. But then I'm also going to leave the room open for another hour for anybody who wants to just stick around and chat with each other. Another idea I thought maybe is that everybody that was in that room, I could start like a Facebook, chat in Facebook for everybody that was there, where they could kind of reach out there. Because I'm still a little bit concerned with the idea of leaving the room open for an hour afterwards, that, you know, 1 or 2 people might end up dominating the whole room, right? Because that's what tends to happen.
That's what I mentioned to you as far as maybe the breakouts,
Right.
like, because you can actually put up a survey.
Okay.
Like,
So maybe I'll
and
pick
then
your brain about that afterwards. So
sure,
one
well,
day
you know, I'd
we
love
can
to
chat.
explain it to you, because, you know, during the thing, if you have 8 different people, you could be like, okay, so that way not anybody is dominating, and then people
Right.
don't really feel bad. You know, you
Right.
could be like, well, which one is most interesting to you? Which would you like some more information? And then they could be like, okay, well, you know, yours, I really was interested in your stuff. So then you could separate everybody, and then
Okay.
once you get the feel of the room, you can actually put the people that want to hear more from whoever into the certain rooms with each
Okay,
other.
so maybe after, when I'm not, you know, when I'm going to be doing this,
Yeah.
after I'm done my shift with my little boy, hopefully they'll have somebody hired within the next week or so, because I've told them I can't keep, you've got to find somebody. So
Right.
hopefully 1 more week is all they're going to need me for, and then I'll be able to focus on this, and then maybe you and I can meet and put heads together, because I'm definitely going to be, you know, open to everybody's ideas, and maybe even a little group of us who really gung-ho about this, you know, could meet to brainstorm, or even put a little committee together, because I think that I think it's got good potential, and that
I think it has great potential.
Oh,
Like,
thank
stop
you.
selling yourself short. Like, I think this is a brilliant idea.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so why don't we get started then? So I'm going to let William start tonight, because you and I have really already been doing most of the talking. So William, with only the 3 of us in here tonight, a little bit more time. So if you would like to go ahead and take, you don't have to take the whole. We'll start with 3 minutes about ourselves, and we'll do 5 minutes about our business. And then Ariane has actually got another spotlight that she's going to show us. So if you want to go ahead and tell us yourself, we want to know who you are.
Okay, well, my name is William High Eagle Sandoval. I'm a Native American from the Rosebud Lakota Sioux Reservation in South Dakota. And I started my marketing career in the 70s, um, doing door-to-door presentations and selling rainbow vacuum cleaners that had like 15, 35 different parts, you know, in a box that I was carrying door to door and getting thrown out of each house. So in the 70s, I was doing door to door sales, and you know, it progressed to the lotions, potions, and pills and magnets, and who knows what else was in front of me to sell. In the 80s, it was boats, motors, and trailers. At that point in time, I became a certified counselor and therapist. I have a counseling degree and a psychology degree. And so I kind of combined those two. And working in the nonprofit, I found that every 2 years, I didn't have a job because of funding. Funding would run out for prevention, or funding would run out for treatment. And so I'd be out of a job. So I thought, well, I have to maintain a couple of income streams. And so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and open up my consulting business. And so High Eagle Enterprises was born in 1995 and continues to run today. I provide consulting services to nonprofit businesses, for-profit, um, state health departments, colleges and universities, and United States government for Native American cultural affairs.
And are you married? Do you have children? Tell us a little
Yes,
bit about yourself.
I am married. I have 2 girls, and I have 4 grandchildren. And yeah, they keep me busy.
Yeah, no doubt.
So now we come into the 90s, and I'm one of the first ones on the internet in 1995. And so I transitioned, learned how to write code, learned how to build websites and capture pages and all that kind of stuff. And so as my marketing has progressed, it has kind of evolved, and I've seen it evolve technologically as well. And so here we are in the 2000s, and I'm still doing internet marketing, and I've made a good living, but I'm still doing it. So I've invested money. I've lost thousands of dollars in programs and things that don't work, and the next shiny thing, and so on and so forth. And so it pulls me into now to where I am. So where I'm only doing one high ticket program now, and I retired from my counseling after 36 years with working with kids and families. So I've got more time with my grandchildren to counsel them, to counsel my wife and everybody else.
Counsel your wife. That's funny.
We
Okay.
all need we all need chatting a bit sometimes.
All right. Awesome. So, Ariane, if you would like to go, please tell us about you.
So just for 3 minutes about me first.
What's the noise? Oh, there we go.
Okay. So just do the 3 minutes about me and
Yeah.
whatever first,
Yeah.
or just okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we'll give you 10 minutes to up to 10 minutes to talk about your business. And
Awesome.
and Ariane's got a little extra time today because she has been granted, due to my own mistake, I have given her a spotlight, which is one of the things that will be one of the prizes that I give to people. So she's going to screen share for us in a few minutes as well. So go ahead. Tell us.
Cool. So my name is Ariane Vidal. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Born and raised, but I have lived in other places. I am single. I live alone. My mom lives in Brooklyn too, but she lives in the house that I grew up in. I was that person that got explained and sold the idea of going to college. So I did that, and then I started bartending in college. Essentially just some, keep a living or whatever. And then I just kept bartending. Like I couldn't find a job, was what I went to school for. I had a double major, double minor, double major in international relations and geography, double minor in sociology and anthropology. That really didn't do anything for me. I started bartending to bartend, kind of lived in Spain too, back and forth for a few years because my family's from there originally. And well, half my family. And then in about 2013, 2012, I got burnt out from bartending because that's what happens when you're on your feet all day dealing with drunk people. So I decided to go and get a master's degree because, go to school, right? Go to school, get a great job. So I went and got a master's degree in geographic information systems, so maps. And I still couldn't get a job, not even entry level. So not only did I have a really expensive receipt that said I was smart, but now I had a really big student loan debt with nothing to show for it as far as a job. So unfortunately, you pay bills and stuff, and now you have an even bigger one. That's student loan. So without experience, you can't. Without a job, you can't get experience. So I had to go back to bartending because I had so many years of bartending under my belt. And it was fine. It is what it is. I still kind of look for stuff. And I actually got a real cheap bartending job. I got it on Craigslist, ironically enough. Whatever. But it was in a members only private club called the Friars Club. It's an old school like comedy club, like famous people used to go, still go, whatever. It's been around since like the early 1900s. And I was in a union, in a hotel union. So I got benefits and all that stuff, something that bartenders never get. I didn't actually even work at night. I worked from 11 o'clock in the morning until anywhere between 9 p.m. and 1 o'clock, Monday through Friday.
They got about
Sometimes
30
Saturday.
seconds left.
Okay. And yeah, so my father passed away about 3-4 years ago, and I realized that I was done working for other people because I didn't have enough time to spend with my family and friends, and decided to fire my boss. And that's how I became an entrepreneur.
That's awesome. Good for you. Well, thank you for sharing. Okay, so I'll go next. So basically, I also went to school. I went to University of Waterloo many years ago for a Bachelor of Arts. I ended up not finishing that because I got very involved with the cooperative movement. I was on the board of directors for the co-op that I lived in, and ended up starting to travel, got accepted to go to the Philippines in a youth exchange program. Came back and just really, got into life, got involved with an alcoholic. And the next 20 years were really pretty crazy for me, but I've always been very ambitious and very entrepreneurial. So then fast forward, got married, was another abusive relationship. But in that time, I was very entrepreneurial, running my speed networking events in the community, ran a big mom to mom sale, which was one of the biggest events in our community, raised thousands and thousands of pounds of food for our local food bank. Until 2016, I was in a severe motorcycle accident with my husband, who was very badly hurt and was in the hospital for a year. So I became his caregiver. When he finally got out and came back home, because of his stroke, and because he was already an ass, he became even more abusive. So after he ended up leaving me just as the settlement came in. So the last couple of years have been really hard for me. My mom also then got cancer. So I had been doing some online stuff and all my community stuff. And I gave all that up to take care of him. Then my mom got cancer. And so me and my siblings became her caregiver as well. And I was ripped off for 10 Bitcoin, believe it or not. And then when my husband left, he took everything. His settlement came and he took everything and just kind of left me almost homeless. So the last year I've been just really trying to recover from all that trauma, because it was a lot of trauma, lot of hard stuff on the head. But then now me and my youngest daughter got this place, and I'm just ready to really just kick butt. I'm ready to show them all, and especially show my husband. And so, yeah, so now I'm getting back into it, both feet, and very passionate about finally succeeding. So that's my story.
Awesome.
Oh, great. So William, actually, why don't we start with your first 3 minutes, Ariane? Ariane, right? Am I pronounced that right?
Ariane, yeah.
Ariane,
Yes.
okay. Why don't we start with your 3 minutes, and then we'll do William's and mine, and then we'll come back to, and we'll finish up with your 5-minute spotlight.
Okay, so basically, my business is essential services. I help people and businesses lower their costs or bring them better value. We work with multi-billion-dollar companies, although you may not have heard of ACN, which is American Communications Network. That's what it stands for. You've probably heard of AT&T, and in Canada we work with TELUS and Spectrum and DirecTV and Vivint as far as home security and automation. And we use word of mouth, just like any network marketing or anything like that, which is the best way of sales, because people work with people that they know, like, and trust, and they usually like to buy from those people. So I essentially help people lower their everyday bills, and can also show people how to monetize those bills and help their friends and family lower their bills as well.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm looking forward to seeing your spotlight. William, what do you do? I know you're counseling. Tell us about your business.
I do as little as possible if I can get away with it, actually. But usually I get away with a lot. So
I think I'm having a bit of a hard time hearing you. There's a bit of a screech. There we go. That's better.
For that.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you could start over, because I didn't
Okay,
hear you, please.
I'm sorry.
If you want to start over, go ahead, because
Okay,
we
so-
couldn't really hear you.
So basically, what I do right now is I have a business that's called High Eagle Enterprises. And essentially, I am a certified life coach and provide life coaching services for adolescents and families. I also have affiliate marketing company. It's called Affiliate Nation, in which it is a high ticket turnkey one-stop shop business that includes everything, including traffic, sales, closers, the whole works. So there's nothing else extra that you have to buy. I've done a lot of programs like this, and they give you funnels, and then they'll give you this and that, but then no traffic, or traffic and then no funnel, or something's always missing. You're always missing a piece of the pie. And so finally, I found a program that is comprehensive, and it basically works on its own. They teach you how to do organic lead generation on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, the whole works. And then they also have paid advertising through their programs, which they have ex-Facebook marketers on their team that create the marketing program for you. So if you're not used to marketing with organic or by yourself, you can also use the paid marketing as well. And so
You can also, what was that at the end?
Use the paid marketing as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so basically that's what I do. You know, I've also had some tough times here. Last Saturday, my brother was, I had to lay my brother to rest because he was hit by a woman on his Harley in Denver on Father's Day, and he went through the windshield of her car, so without his helmet. And so it's been a difficult month for me. So I've kind of laid off the marketing on Facebook and all of that, but you know, things are starting to recuperate too. And you know, I know it's tough for everybody. Everybody's got something that's dragging them down, and I think the key of the whole thing is to release that anchor from yourself and to, you know, at least rise it back up to the surface before you drown.
Wise words.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay, well, thank you.
And if you need to, and you can find me on Google, or you know, I'm everywhere online.
Okay, perfect. So I don't know if you guys, I know you did, Ariane. I hope I know I'm not saying it right. I hope it's close enough to not offend you.
It is close enough. Don't worry about it. I've had it for 39 years, and it's not an easy one.
I have trouble with the roll and the tug, right?
Let me give you a little trick. If you make it sound like a D, Ariane.
Ariane. Oh yeah. Oh, that is Ariane. Okay, love it. Perfect. Thank you. So, and now I forget what I was gonna say to you.
I don't know, but you could go first and do your 3 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Nobody else tried to get in by chance. You didn't happen to notice? No, okay.
No, I would have let them in and it would have popped right up.
Yeah,
So.
okay, perfect. All right, so my business is basically providing the picks and shovels. Have you guys heard that expression? So during the gold rush, there were people that dug for gold, and then there were people that sold them the picks and shovels. So rather than being the gold digger and working at a network marketing company or any kind of business like that, I provide different tools. So I'm always on the lookout for really good tools that I think that people would need and have really good value. The main one that I'm really focusing on right now, because it also has some tools in it, is this incentive program. So, you know, the space, the online space, again, is so noisy, and we got to find ways to set ourselves apart to get people's attention. And so when I saw this incentive program, I thought this is absolutely amazing, because, you know, if for instance, imagine you're talking with somebody named Laura and she's looking for a, you know, a business opportunity, and she's talking with one of you guys and you invite her to an information webinar, and then she's also talking to somebody else, and you tell her that if she comes to your webinar tonight, even if she's not interested in your business, just for attending the webinar, you're going to give her a $500 dining discount card just for coming to give you her time, because you appreciate her time. And then if Laura's talking to somebody else and they say, hey, we're having a great webinar tonight, come on, check it out, and they don't offer her anything, well, who do you think she's gonna, whose webinar is she going to go to? So, you know, just, I think that offering incentives to people, somebody said to me the other day, it's ethical bribery. and, you know, it works. Like, apparently it's been proven that it will increase your closing rate by over 60%. So people just want to be shown that that you're appreciating their time, and it gives them that value up front. So that's what our program does. For $100 one time, you're able to give away everything from great vacations to wireless earbuds that I'm going to give you guys each. We've got touch MP4 players and other electronics. We've got a $500 dining discount card. How that works is that you get $25 off your bill at over 20,000 locations, many of them chain restaurants. You get $25 off your bill once a month for 20 months. We've got a pharmaceutical prescription membership that's free, that gives you up to 75% on your pharmaceuticals. Thousands of pharmacies across the nation are a part of that. Discounts on concert tickets, sporting events, everything. And so it's an amazing incentive program. It's $100 one time. It's not a prescription. And then you can give away unlimited. Plus you can also redeem them all yourself if you're in the States. I can't, because I'm in Canada. And then a couple other programs that I really like that I've just started promoting. One is an SMS. One's called SMS Leads, and it's SMS Leads, yeah, and it's an SMS program, so you can, you know, promote your phone number out there if somebody calls it or texts
Somebody
it.
right now. Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, no problem. That's great.
Should I let them in?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. I know I said we weren't going to, and she's missed most of the meeting, but. Oh, Jeremy, perfect, okay. Hello. I don't know, it's connecting. Okay, yeah. You're still muted, Jeremy.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you. So we're almost done.
Oh, sorry. I got tied up with some other things today, and I'm like, oh crap, I got this meeting.
No problem. So we do have another one tomorrow. I know you and I have been trying to get you on here for days now, but I do have one more tomorrow that I've got, I think 4 or 5 people already booked for that. If you wanted to come back tomorrow, you're more than welcome to stay with us tonight and stuff as well. But okay, so that's basically it. What I do. So that's it. If you guys are interested in that, what I'm offering is it's $100 one time, but if you take it with me in the next 48 hours, I'll actually knock $25 off that. So $75, and you can give away unlimited incentives. Pretty good deal.
I would definitely like some more information.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, you'll love it. I mean, just even if you just redeemed all the stuff yourself, my gosh. Like I said, I wish I lived in the States so that I could. So
like I might move to the United States.
I wish I could. We're such a commie country up here now, but okay. All right, Jeremy, if you would like to go ahead. The way that this works is you got 3 minutes to introduce yourself and your business. And we've already done the introduce yourself part. But if you wanted to take 3 minutes to just tell us about your business, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Jeremy Jacoby. I'm an IT professional. I actually help people with their computer issues or whatever. And I've also put ads up on like there's a third party site. I think it's called My Support or something like that. I forgot the name of it, but there's a guy that out in Malaysia I helped out. They had been attacked by ransomware. I got all that off his computer, and I tried to get help keep recover his files, but it was a newer piece of malware that was on his machine. Good news is that I gave him some advice on what to do to prevent that from losing his data. I've also done like 2 or 3 other remote sessions with people across the country and outside the US. So as long as I know what's going on, I can usually help someone with whatever problem they're having.
Okay, perfect. So if you want, since you only used a couple minutes, if you want to take 1 minute to tell us about yourself, we'd like to hear who you are. Are you married? Do you have kids?
Many people may be surprised to hear this, but I have autism. I've actually used that to my advantage to find out, okay, what can I learn? And I don't usually use that as an excuse like some people do. I was like, no, I've got an advantage here. I've got a gift here. I'm going to use it to provide value to other people and solve their problems. And that's the attitude I've taken especially with computer repair. Some people don't understand it very well. And I learned a long time ago through a couple mentors that do not speak technical jargon like you would in the shop. Speak in everyday language like that normal people like you, Carrie, can understand. And people begin to understand what you're trying to tell them. So I try to keep it as simple as I can and explain the problem and explain the solution. A lot of times that sometimes requires me to have a remote connection. And that way I can find out what the issue they're having and help them out with that. So my main goal is provide as much value as I can and solve the person's problem.
Right, for sure. Now, are you married? Where do you live?
I'm actually single. I live in O'Fallon, which is the St. Louis metro area.
Which area?
I'm sorry?
Which area?
No,
where do you live?
I live in O'Fallon, Missouri.
Oh, Missouri. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. You're all in the States. I'm so jealous. Okay. So Ariane has got 5 minute spotlight. She won a spotlight. So she's gonna do a screen share with us and share her business for 5 minutes. This is one of the things that I'm going to be offering as another incentive and also as prizes. So just a really, really quick recap for you, Jeremy, is that basically the way that this event is going to work, once I can actually put full time into it, because we are getting such a great response. The way this will work is that everybody in the room will have 8 to 10 people, no more than 10 for sure. Everybody will have 3 minutes to talk about themselves. Then everybody will have 3 minutes to talk about their business. Then I'm going to take a vote and everybody in the room will vote in the chat room on who gave the best presentation about their business. And that person will win a great prize. Sometimes it'll be a 5 minute spotlight that when they come back, they'll be able to give an actual screen share of their business. So once we have enough people, I'm thinking that I'll actually offer a membership, and then people can come back like 4 times a month. So I don't have to find new blood every single day, right? And then we'll mix it up, right? And then there'll be some of the same people that you'll see sometimes, but which is a good thing because that's about the building of the relationships, right? When you see the same people sometimes, but most of the time it'll be mostly new people that you see, and that's how it's going to work. So that's my plan anyway. All right.
Okay.
So Ariane, you're up, my friend.
All right, I'm up. Yay. So now that we have an expert, my microphone doesn't work on my computer. So Jeremy, I might have to holler at you real quick. That's why there's 2 of me. Anyway.
Oh, awesome.
So really quickly, it's not like my evil twin. Do you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, awesome.
So just so you know that after like when you've got 30 seconds left, I'm just going to say 30 seconds.
All right, that's perfect. So Jeremy, just my spiel real quick before, but I work with a company called ACN. It stands for American Communications Network. Me personally, I consider it a complete no-brainer because it was just brilliant. And we're basically the world's largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and other essential services. And quietly, I was like, well, what does that even mean? But at the end of the day, it was A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We had gotten some accolades from Inc. 500 magazine, and I had never read Fortune 500 or, the New York, Wall Street Journal or anything, which is why I'd never heard about this company. But we're in the accolades with the 2018 Private Titans, which is from Inc. 500 with companies like Airbnb and Dole and other companies like that I have heard of. Now, we're a customer acquisition company. The company was not made in my basement yesterday. It was made in 1993 in January. We're actually in 28 different countries. We just opened up Peru during the pandemic, and we're actually about to hit $1 billion of revenue per year because of the millions of customers that we actually have throughout the world. So you might be wondering what an essential residential business service is, and it's basically services that you can't live without. So cell phone, internet, television, energy, gas and electricity, security and automation, and payment processing. Payment processing for businesses, obviously. Now, you may not have heard of ACN, but I'm sure you've heard of AT&T, Verizon, DirecTV, Dish, Frontier in Canada. Like I said, we work with TELUS. Zoom Energy is actually the largest energy provider in the world. Vivint Home Security, which actually just passed ADT for #1. And then the payment processing, that's $1 trillion company in and of itself. Now, the last service that you can is identity theft protection. That's actually not an essential yet, but if you know anyone that's actually had their identity stolen, it sucks. Someone stole my W-2 and filed my taxes for me in 2008 and got my check and got all my information. So only about 15% of American families actually have this. And over 145 million people's records got stolen in 2019 alone. So this isn't an essential service yet, but it's one of those things that you want it before it happens to you. And at the end of the day, your information is out there. It's not a matter of if it's out there, it's a matter of when it's out there. So we're actually like at the ground floor with this because so many people don't have it. And this is going to be something that within the next 3 to 5 years, everybody's going to need. We also donate a meal to a hungry child through Feeding America and Food Banks of Canada every time we get a customer. Because in North America alone, 17 million kids don't know where the next meal is coming from. So we're trying to eradicate that one customer at a time, one meal at a time. We actually fed millions of children because of the millions of customers that we've actually got. So basically, our model is we talk to people that we know. We don't go door knocking. We don't start stalking people. But at the end of the day, we're so bombarded with people selling and doing all this stuff. We literally talk to our friends, just like you go to a restaurant, you take a picture, you just gave them free marketing. It's the same thing. We provide people with wholesale pricing because of the fact that we are helping these companies save so much money from their traditional marketing that's not getting the revenue that they would be expecting. They're spending millions and millions of dollars. Guess who's paying for it? We are, with our more expensive bills. We're taking that out of the equation, basically, and we're actually getting some money back through these companies because they're saving so much money. We get paid 4 different ways in ACN. The first way is customer acquisition bonuses, which are upfront bonuses, and 3 services equal 3 bills. So let's just say 3 bills: cell phone, internet, and energy, $75. Then if you get 2 more services, you make $200. And then every 3 services after that, you'd make another $200. So say you needed $1,000 this month. If you got 17 services, you can make that $1,000. And there's no limit. You can get as many services as you want. And one person has multiple services. Like one person could live in a house. They have internet, TV, cell phone, gas, electricity, home security. That's 6 services right there. So wow. You can see how this could actually accumulate very quickly, and you're actually giving people a better value by helping them save some money, get a better plan, and giving a child some a meal. So you actually make between 3 and 20%, depending on where you are and how many bills you personally have. Now, if you have an AT&T business, you're not making 20% ever. So the fact that you can make up to 20% on these bills depending on your volume that you have, that you don't have to keep on getting this. You hit this one time, and as long as you continue to have the amount of points, which is 200 points, I'm not going to get into that because I only have 5 minutes, but
Yeah, you've got 30 seconds now.
you get a certain amount of points, and which is only 200 points, and it's not 200 customers. That's not what that means. But you can get up to 20%, and then so basically you get paid over and over and over again just for getting this bill one time, as long as that person is your customer. You can also get paid on
You got 20
team if you
seconds,
decide-
girlfriend.
Okay, if you decide to build a team, you don't have to. This is the third way that we would get paid, and you get paid if you help your team make money, and you get up to 4% of their commissionable revenue on all the bills that they get because you help them make money. That's it.
That's awesome. That's really impressive, actually.
Scene.
That's really great. I'm actually very interested in chatting with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very interested in chatting with you about that. Maybe even the business. Maybe
Awesome.
business. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually going to wrap it up. What I was going to do when we have a full room, but if you guys want me to do it now, I can leave this room open for you guys to continue to chat. I personally can't stay in it, but because I've got some stuff that I've got to do tonight. Would you guys like me to leave it open and you can continue to chat?
Sure.
Okay. For sure.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So Jeremy, I'm going to be sending you guys all a link where you can claim a free set of wireless earbuds. It's one of the incentives that I'm able to give away, and I want to send that to everybody as a special thank you for coming tonight. This company has actually been around for 3 years. It sounds like a scam, like how could they give all this stuff away, but it's in such mass. This company has been around for 3 years. It's totally legit. The wireless earbuds are $200 earbuds. I can send you the specs on them. Yeah, that's the recommended retail value is $199 for these earbuds. All you have to pay is the shipping and the taxes. It's $19.95, and it would arrive within 7 to 10 days. I've got one person who I have actually given them to who received them yesterday or the day before, and she was thrilled. So she sent me pictures and everything. And she's like, I got my earbuds. So I'm going to send you guys all of that as a special thank you for coming. And I'm gonna I've written your name down. I've written all your names down here, and I'm gonna pick one of them right now. And Ariane, you're the winner.
I like it.
So you have won a 7-day cruise for 2. And I'll send you the link for that as well.
Awesome. Yes, please.
So thank you guys for coming. I will, if you guys could please all send me, if you haven't yet, send me the information. I sent out new emails to everybody with the actual form to fill out. I've already got your information, Ariane, so that's fine. But with your bio information, because what I'm going to do is write up a 1-page bio for each of you with a little bit of information. It's 250 words about yourself, 50 words about your business, your links and all of that, your picture as well. And I'll put that all together in a package and send it to you all, so you have each other's information right at your fingertips.
I forgot. I need to send my picture.
Okay, that's no problem. Perfect. And I just really, really, really want to encourage everybody when you come here, everybody in the room here tonight, to reach out to each other. Please let's support each other. Let's get to know each other, go to each other's social media, like and engage on each other's walls and stuff like that. Let's really make this thing, work. Okay, let's really make a difference. So please reach out, get to know each other. And, if you can use each other's services, please do. Please do. All right.
I may need Jeremy straight away, to be quite honest with you.
That's awesome. That's great.
That's why there's two of us.
Okay, so I do apologize that I have to run. This is just really throwing me off right now with having to work all these extra hours. But so I have to go and do something with my daughter right now. So I'm going to turn off my screen. But you guys go ahead and please just continue to say hello. Please make sure everybody gets a chance to speak and nobody, not one person, dominates the conversation. All
For
right.
sure.
Oh,
All right. Thanks for putting this together, Carrie. And it was a pleasure to actually finally meet you in, virtually person, sort of. Whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys too. It was so nice to meet y'all. And I really look forward to getting to know y'all better. And hopefully you guys will come back.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
any feedback that you have, I'm open to hearing it.
For sure.
Have a good night.
Bye,
Alrighty.
Carrie.
Is there something going on with your video?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Why?
I'm just curious.
Something going on with the video? Like, I don't know what you
I
mean.
can't see you. That's why I'm asking.
You can't what?
I can't see you. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, well, I don't know. There shouldn't be. I'm definitely I can actually,
I
hold
can,
on.
yeah.
You can see me? No,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
don't know.
can see-
It's weird.
Oh, I saw you there for a second, but
Because I have my computer and because when I'm speaking, it's through my phone. Like I said, my microphone on my computer is not working.
Oh,
So
wow.
when I'm talking, like that's why I have a phone on too, because I'm using my cell phone as my volume.
gotcha.
What I could do is, hold on, here.
So if any of you guys are using affiliate links, Terry talked about SMS leads. SMS leads, I use that program as well. I've used that for almost 10, 15 years. And it will generate you some email leads, but a lot of them are robots. So you got to be careful with them SMS leads. If you need a program to distribute your URLs, I use ClickMeter. And
What is it that you use?
ClickMeter. ClickMeter.com. And you can
Click-
join
Click meter.
ClickMeter.
Oh, click meter. Okay.
It's a URL shortener, but it also sends traffic to target your websites. So you can target Canadian website or Canadian traffic, United States traffic, or wherever you want in the world, and it'll start your SEO movement on your websites. And then from there, if you're also promoting URLs, I show people how to expand their WordPress blogs into their LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest pages so that you get much more organic traffic for free.
And what was that you used?
It's basically you use ClickMeter to start, and then
Oh.
then you can integrate ClickMeter into almost every social platform you have. But to get the majority of internet traffic for free, you need to connect it through your WordPress, through a WordPress blog, and then it'll integrate all your social media connections into that blog.
Gotcha.
So when you post, let's say to Twitter, there's another program called If This Then That, and
I've heard of that one.
and it's also free. And so if you make a post to Twitter, it automatically goes to Facebook, to WordPress, to social media. And so you're cutting down your posting times and the time that you spend on each network. So it automates your traffic much more easily than having to spend thousands of dollars a month maybe to get a couple people to sign up for your product program.
Right. That's cool. That's good to know. I've not heard of either of these. So thank you.
I've got hundreds of tools. So, you know, there's all kinds of different tools, but you got to be careful because a lot of them send fake traffic. A lot of them send bots that will throw your SEO off. They'll throw the credibility off on your authority pages in Google. And right now, Facebook is on the verge of being dismembered pretty much because of the COVID crisis and marketing. So I've jumped from Facebook primarily to market more on LinkedIn and Twitter. I'm getting more traffic off of LinkedIn and Twitter than I am on Facebook. Facebook, I'm getting a lot of.
I'm starting to look into LinkedIn myself because
Facebook, I'm getting a lot of tire kickers, a lot of scammers, a lot of pornography on there. It's amazing that, you know, I posted something about my brother's funeral on Facebook, and Facebook said this is against our community standards. And I thought, you guys are posted girls with porn on here, and yet that's not against.
Are you serious?
Standards?
that's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got some scammers and some people, and I'm like, okay, what are you trying to do here? I was like, I'm trying to build my business. I don't care that you are in the military in Afghanistan and you're widowed, because I've gotten about 18 of you guys in my inbox like the last week. So
well, you can weed them out pretty quickly because, you know, if they ask you where are you from, you know, and all your information's on your front page of your
Right.
on Facebook, you know there's a scammer right off the bat.
oh yeah, well that, and you know, if your Facebook started yesterday.
Yeah.
I've gotten so many requests from people like that where their profile isn't even filled out completely, and I've looked at a pattern of that. I'm like, okay, you know what? This person's trying to friend me, and some of these are like pictures of super attractive women. They are interested in me, looking for marriage. I'm thinking to myself, wait a second, I don't even know you, and you're trying to propose to me. So there's a red flag right there. I just went through my friends list and took out 40 people that tried to friend me and blocked them because I'm like, hey, don't waste my time with this.
Yeah, I think the issue is like you don't get that kind of interactions on LinkedIn and some of the more professional.
Well, it's more of a business
Right.
social
Right.
network, you know.
Right. So if you're playing both sides of the table, you're going to get both different kinds of responses to the same information you're putting out there.
Right. Like I've been since February, I've been going live every night on Facebook, or every day on Facebook, once a day. And like I've seen an influx of like random ass people, and I'm just like, no, we're not. We're not doing this. Like, I am not the one. Like, bro, like, no, we're not. Like, I will check and no.
It's interesting you should say that because I'm also involved in a real estate investing group that uses PropStream. I cannot tell you how many times I have some jackass that's trying to sell Forex, Bitcoin, or something on Telegram. I'm thinking to myself, why are you in this group in the first place?
Yeah.
This is real estate related. Keep it real estate related. Those are the rules. And I reported multiple comments and even some posts. They were not even related to the group. And I even talked to the admins, a couple of them. They said, "Let us know, and we're going to go. Not only going to block, we're not only going to remove the comment. We're probably going to ban them because we're stepping up enforcement of those rules. We've got too many people in here. They're talking about other things that are not even real estate related." And I'm thinking to myself, wow, that must be. He's like, they're cockroaches. They pop when you smash one, another one pops up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like, I'm in a bunch of real estate investing groups too, and that would just like not fly. Like,
yeah, I know there are some groups that, like, in other words, if you post anything other than what this group is for, you're done. You're banned. And
Yeah.
a lot of moderators, even the group creators, are getting very strict about that because they see that people are just taking advantage of the rules. Like, no, these are the rules. Stick to this topic. If you have a question, you need mentoring, you have a question about a property you're looking at. That's another thing I'm involved in right now. Is looking for my first deal. You look at you're having trouble running comps or whatever. Message us, and someone will help you out.
Right.
But I have so many people that has like, hey, you can make good money doing this on Mr. So and so on Telegram. And I'm thinking to myself, okay,
I've
report.
noticed that happen more on Instagram.
Wow, I've never
As
had.
far as like I've had people be like, I'll post something. I even blocked something today or deleted the comment today that it was like, oh, well, you know, so and so, Mr. blah 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 dot FX. I'm like, dude, really? Like, what are you doing? Like, this wasn't the type of engagement. Delete, block, like, no, we're not, no, this isn't that kind of party. Like, you need to stop. It's annoying.
And that's one of the reasons why I was like, you know what? Whatever you were doing with Bitcoin, just stop it right now and get yourself stable before you actually go out. If you have people soliciting you, the answer is no. Because I've been screwed over like 2 or 3 times, thinking, okay, there's obviously a lot of charlatans in this business. Unless you find someone that's actually legitimate, you know, that you can trust, don't even bother. Don't waste your time.
And I like to reach out to people, but I don't like start spamming people my.
I know, and that's one of the things I've learned now. Facebook and LinkedIn, it's a relationship business.
It's not great. If you are awesome, like I'll love to hear what you up to if you got something. Like I'm not, you know, but I'm not trying to. Don't start spamming me with, oh, you look like you would be somebody that would be interested in this. I'm like, just from the fact that you send me all these websites and all this stuff, I don't even want to talk to you.
Yeah, we reverted back to the old days, almost technologically speaking. When Carrie was talking about what she did, the first concept that I was thinking about was that her business runs on the concept of the timeshare concept. Okay, come look at the timeshare. We'll feed you breakfast. We'll give you $100. They try to jam a timeshare down your throat. You know, and if you can hold on, you get the $100, which I've been through many of them just to get the $100. But in Las Vegas, they have quite a few of those, and that was the first thing I thought. But we're reverting back to the old ways of the way we weren't supposed to do things. You know, like flooding people with instant messengers. Hey, you know, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. You can tell people are desperate if they're doing that because that's not the way you're supposed to sell people. People aren't going to buy just by having you jam it down their throat. And,
right. People are not, people are so bombarded with sales all the time. Like, but that's why affiliate marketing and network marketing and MLM has a bad rap because people don't know what the hell they're doing.
well, again, you know, we started out.
It's interesting you should bring that up. I was involved in a 30 for 30 challenge with Kristen Lee. I don't know if you've heard of her, but it was a $30, and she actually like had a lot of material on how. She also has like a Facebook formula. But one of the things I got out of that is that whatever business you go into, it's relationship based, or it's basically you're basically offering a solution. That's the reason why one of my pitches is I'm offering a solution to whatever issue you're having. Whether or not I have to log on there, whether I have to log on remotely or whatever, and get you to explain what you're doing. Because half the time, some people, when I'm answering a computer-related question, it's on their PC or their laptop. I have no idea half the time what they're talking about because they're not using the same language as I am using. And I'm thinking, okay, I told them, look, let's log on. Let's download TeamViewer. Give me the information. Show me what you're trying to do so that I can figure. And usually within 5-10 minutes, I usually have the answer. I'm like, okay, you're doing this and this and this. Let me show you something. You see where it says over here on the spotlight button? It's like, yeah, click on that. Then click on that. I go through like a 5-10 step tutorial on how to show them how to set something up, and usually their problem solved. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the things especially in the services that I offer. I mean, that's one of the things that I've learned. You know what? And now everyone's gonna know about it, know what kind of issue they have. That's why I have to list multiple issues that people have so that it comes to mind. And because a lot of people don't know what they want unless they say, oh, wait a second, yeah, I have an issue like that. And they can identify. Yeah.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
what do you charge for your services per hour?
Usually what I charge for like a basic cleanup or whatever is like $60. That's usually with usually if you're not in the St. Louis area, you can usually do remote access like through TeamViewer. And usually if you have other things going on, I'll let you know. I won't do anything about them until you agree, okay, that you're doing the X, Y, or Z with it, or you want to take it off or whatever. Because I'll ask you about it if you want anything done. I'm not going to do anything beyond what the customer wants done. Because the bottom line is it's not my machine. You're just paying me to get it to run faster, to clean it up, to make sure it performs the way it's supposed to, the way you want it to.
Right. Excuse me. I do the same thing, except I do the same thing, and I charge $125 an hour. So you should raise the rates because
He's like, so you should get paid more is basically what he's saying. Guys,
Yeah.
I hate to jump off, but I have another Zoom call at 9 o'clock. It was a pleasure meeting you guys. I would love to connect on social media if that's like something that you guys would be interested in doing. I am actually the host, so I'm gonna give hosting back to Carrie since she's here still. Make her the host.
Okay. Well, take care, guys.
Alrighty. Bye.
Okay. Oh, hold on, wait. So okay, so that's your email. All right, cool. You guys are still probably available if you want. Okay, so this guy's bound. Okay,
I
so
just put my
Jeremy,
email there so you can get a hold of me. There you go.
yeah, for sure. I actually screenshotted it. So, all right, but it was a pleasure meeting you.
You too.
All
Bye.
right, have a good night.
Bye.